Man, what an intro. Still love that intro. God bless everybody here. Thank you for everybody out here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We're going to jump into Bitcoin, see what's ready for the week ahead. If you were watching myx.com, I did get hit by a golf ball in the knee. My knee is swollen. It's okay. It's not too bad. I think I'll be up and running back at 100% in about, I'd say, 12 days. Something like that. But it is a pretty bang. Look at the size of this thing on my knee. It's crazy. Look at that thing. I mean, that is a bash to the knee if you've ever seen one. But I took it like a man. We're all right. I writhed in pain for about a minute on the ground. I did. I was like, it hurt. But hey, it is what it is, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Blessings to everybody out here on the live. Appreciate you all for being here. 112,855 is the level we're looking at for Bitcoin. We talked about this key level last night. I drew this. I said, I have a feeling we're going to go up at least to grab some liquidity up to here. And we did. We went to the area we were talking about and a little more, and then went sideways for consolidation. And now there's chance of a bigger move to the upside. Let's take a look at the weekly close. Let's see what's happening. And I like this for a move. We're above the 200 moving average on the 15. Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, complex, inverted. Just kind of like this inverted complex here. It's a very similar pattern. It's an ascending triangle with the complex inverted head and shoulder. We hit it once. Can we hit it twice on a bigger scale? You know, you see what I'm saying? 1E and a 2E. You ever get a 2? You got to get a twofer? I don't know if you ever had a twofer, 2 for 1, you know? And you get 2 at the same time, you get a twofer over here. Hey, the guy got a twofer over there. Hey, I'll take you and I'll take you, huh? Both of you, eh? You want to come over here? Yeah, I'll get some. You want to get some? I'll take a twofer over here. Let's go. No, I'm just... Hey. It's Sunday night, Sam. It's not Saturday night. Oh, I forgot. Okay, you got to get more serious and get ready for the week ahead. I'm sorry. I just like to have fun. I know, but not tonight. All right. I understand. Let's get ready for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. The weekly candle close. Let's take a look at it. You know what I think about as I say the weekly candle close? As I go, I think about all the ups and downs, all the people, all the trolls, all the everything that came at me that week, everything and all the good things too. And I just say, and I say, you know what? And I just kept pushing, and I'm going to keep pushing. Into the next week. And the energy will keep it going. You know, it's like it's a cleansing of the week, and people don't realize it, but it really is. It really, really is. So let's take a look at what's happening here for the week. I like to take a gander at the monthly as we get each week going. Monthly staying strong. Monthly has to close. Tweezer has to stay above 108,000, and we're going to be in trouble. That's just a fact. Otherwise, we've got ourselves... This is a big deal. We could get a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and this could be the end, right? And it could be all a bunch of la to keep people in the game. It could be. There's a chance. Or it's what everybody's thinking, that it's just too good a policy. Everyone's getting in, institutions, and we're getting one more big pump here for the king of currency, BTC. So far, it's great. The monthly just can't close below 108. We'll keep an eye on that as we continue to go over Bitcoin every single day of the week, because I love BTC. Shout out to everybody here that's a crypto lifer and dedicated their life to crypto. This channel is about dedicating your life to crypto. Whether you're a hodler, DCAer, a Lev trader, a Bitcoin lover, an Ethereum lover, a Solana lover, a meme coin, DGen, I don't care. If you've dedicated your life to crypto, if you've decided you're on the crypto team, you're a crypto lifer. So you might not even know you're a crypto lifer yet, but you are. Welcome to the club. You're in. And we can't wait to have more of you. Keep coming. Let's take a look at the week and see what's happening here on the weekly. The weekly bounced off the 21-day moving average, which can be a beautiful, beautiful place for a bit of a bull flag here to break out with the measured move. And that takes you to 137,000. It's not going to be easy to get up to 137. It's going to take a lot of world liquidity. We got it. People think it's just Bitcoin could just pump. No, it takes a lot of money to pump an asset this big. So what we're also looking at is this here. Shoulder, head, possible right shoulder, ascending triangle, right? Bing. And then you get the breakout into the 130, 140, $140,000 area. So Bitcoin, if you can close the next weekly candle, very important. If this weekly candle gives it up and we just go right back down, this is the shoulder, the head, possibly the right shoulder, and this could be over. Like, this week tells a huge story. This week must have a red, almost a green fall. It almost has to continue green from the very beginning. Like, it almost has to start pumping. If it can't, it can have a little bit of a dip. Maybe to 110, 109, maybe, not even really. If that wick goes halfway through this candle, not a good look. So, in my humble opinion, I'd like to see this candle do this little move here and start to make a tiny little wick, like one like that. That or smaller, you know, even more like that. Anyway, that's what we're looking for. We'll look at it right now. The weekly's already kind of starting a little bearish. We'll take a look into that. So, but we got the green close. We got the tweezer bottom. We got it here though too, when it didn't, our next candle just wasn't a beautiful close. And you had to say, hey, you got tweezer top, you got two tweezer tops, you got two tweezers. That was bearish to me. I had to, anyone that knows candles knows that's bearish. You don't even have to know anything else but your candles. Candlesticks will tell you that was a bearish candlestick closing. That's it. So this week tells a lot. Like I just said, like a little bit of a wick is okay, but not much. We really have to close this week green. Very important. Preferably take out the wick there. The 5-day looks a bit awkward. Like you don't have a lot to go on the 5-day. All right. It's just been red. We haven't had a green 5-day candle since August 9th there. So it's been a while. It's been a month. It doesn't, not a lot of information on that 5-day. The 3-day had the tweezer bottom. We said yes, right? I said yes. You said, we all said yes. Breakout time. Beautiful falling wedge. This looked like it was going to break out. Now this candle looks like it may handle this beautiful support. So 3-day has some beautiful support there at 109.9, 110K. I'd like that to hold. And we bounced off this tweezer bottom at 108. So it's starting to show signs of bigger movements to the upside. And here we are with the daily. And let's take a look at our daily close today. And let's talk about kind of what happened here. And it did follow what we discussed. So it opened at 110.189 and 22 cents. The high was 111.609 and 37 cents. The low was 110.182 and 98 cents. And the candle closed at $132.77, up $943, 0.86% on the day. So up about $1,000 on the day, $940. Nice little pump. Sustainable. I mean, it looks okay. What I like is this was a previous big support on the and again, you want to see that inverted head and shoulder vibe. And that's what we're looking for. And you wanted to see the daily close above 110. All this happened. We got some beautiful moves in the last 4 days, despite this insanely strange candle. Like that's weird. Anyway, here we stand. You can see our next big resistance of liquidity right there, 112,713K. We get past that, it's 115, and then ye old 117,000 just waiting for us up there. Bitcoin. The daily looks interesting. Let's look at our daily stochastics RSI. The moving average is getting tight, pulling the 200 towards them. I've seen the daily do some massive moves there. Every time the daily's done that, like right here, big move. Right here, big move. Right here, we pulled the 200. Right, we were all here. We pulled the 200 in. We got a big move there. So I could, we could pull the 200 in, go up and down here. It could be some serious consolidation. It could take till November to get a big pump. You know what I mean? It might take a month for the money to flow in. I'd like it to be sooner, but you never know. The more robust and the more incremental, the better. Like if it's just a huge pump, then we know a dump is coming. If it's an incremental move, like if this is the first, and look, there's your low, there's your lower low. That did wick above there, technically higher high. This is a higher low, right? This is your first higher low since you started the downtrend here August 13th. And so that's what you look for. That's a really good spot. There's people that are going to support and resistance flip that long right there. Even if they get stopped out, they're going to go for it because they're like, you know what? Previous resistance here, resistance, bounce, is support. I'm going to take it. I'm going to put a stop loss below there and see if I can hold, you know. They may try to grab liquidity below this wick one more time. Bling. 12 of the 22 both still got rejected by the 200 moving average. Bearish, right? We needed to get above that for us to rip. And the 8 hour looks a little weird. The 4 hour looks a bit odd. Yeah, like it rolled over. I mean, it kind of has a W going. Kind of has an Adam and Eve vibe. It's okay. But it's hard to like put it in a good pattern, right? It's hard to like say what that is. Like what, you know, did it break out? Was it previously in a flag? It's a bit awkward, you know. I guess you could say it's just in this channel and it's going to head back to the top of the channel and it's channeling, but it looks weird. You know, what we were able to find was this channel and a possible breakout. We got that. We got the pump. You can see there is local resistance at 111.5. We wicked right to it. And now that's kind of where we stand. The 4 hour is still touching the 200, but these moving averages are getting tight on a higher low. So look at the bigger picture here. See? What I'm starting to see is a bit of like kind of a shoulder, a head, shoulder, shoulder. Like, you know, you can almost couple this in there too. Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. Looks like it's getting the first couple higher lows in an uptrend after a downtrend. It's changing trend right here. You can clearly see this higher high broke the trend. Then we made a higher low. We're expecting a higher high now. That's what I'm looking for here for Bitcoin on the trend analysis. Trend analysis has changed my life. I used to think I knew it, but I didn't trade it like I was supposed to. I didn't trade it hardcore. Now I'm very, very hard. Like I'm very just, I don't break the rules of the trend. Like when I see what the trend is, I understand it. It took years and years to really bend my mind to trade the trend. You know, it seems easy. Everybody says it, but it's not easy to do. You have to understand what that means to do it. And people don't really fully explain that. It's like you have to believe that the trend has actually changed. Like that higher low is going to be the beginning of a bigger catalyst. You have to have seen the smallest thing happen turn into the biggest thing. So you can put a lot of weight on a smaller thing happening because you see that developing. I see the 1 hour making a bull flag here and eventually breaking out. I would watch your 1 hour time frame. I wouldn't even be, you know, you could even get into a long here with a stop somewhere below this 200 moving average. 110, 239. There's a chance that doesn't, you know, you make it out alive here. Especially after this beautiful bounce all weekend with low liquidity. They couldn't break us below the 200. They couldn't break that yellow line. And I said I'm bullish. Now, we break that yellow line, I turn into a bear again. It's kind of sad. But I'm bullish until then. You know, I'm bullish until then. And honestly, some days there is a time frame that just gives you the information. And today, it's to me, it's got to be the 1 hour time frame. We saw this falling wedge that should break to the upside. Yesterday, we nailed it. We replayed the video and show you how we nailed it. It is what it is, whatever you want. I mean, consistency will win. If you just show up more, you'll hit as much as I do. But most people won't ever be that consistent, so they'll never understand. But it is what it is. They'll just whisper sweet nothings. So let's look at here. I'm looking, yeah, so like kind of a bigger symmetrical triangle at play, for sure. You see it? I'm with it. Getting tight. That also has a measured move. Could go either way, unfortunately. Either takes you down somewhere to 108 back up there, or takes you back up to 114,600. And the bot could finally get out. I got a beautiful bot that loves to trade. Let's find out if the bot can get out, though. The bot's been in for a long time. It started here, mitigated, which means it buys a bigger position. So it doesn't have to get back. Like it buys in here, then the price drops. Then it buys here and only has to get to there. Then it buys here, only has to get to there. Now it buys here and only has to get to there. It doesn't have to get back to where it bought to make money. You see, it's extended the trade. It's made the trade bigger. It's called mitigation, right? Putting in more money as you go lower. But you got to make sure you have the, you got it. And this is all programmed correctly with the bot. The bot gets out here to 114, then it makes the trade. It got very close right there to getting out. I mean, it almost made a concession if you think about it, but dang. So again, once it gets out, you'll be like, wow. But the thing has never failed. You know, maybe I shouldn't say it's going to be the first time, but so far, it's never failed. It's always gotten itself out. For over a year now, this thing has just dominated. So we'll see. But Minotaur Trading Bot, if you want to find out more, even just ask a few questions, book a call. That's what I suggest to do. You don't have to dive in right now, but you could book a call. Ask a few questions, find out if it's right for you. Might even just teach you more about bots yourself. Get your own kind of insight to begin the process. That call just might be the first call that sparks your idea. You never know. You know, once you get into something, even no matter how you get into it, that begins the movement. So book a call today, find out more, ask them some questions. You know, even if you never get the bottom, might just spark your interest. So let's take a look at this 1 hour time frame. Oversold. I like what we're seeing here for Bitcoin on the 1 hour, you know. At the same time, bit of a double, you can see this kind of Emmy. And we're at resistance, and this thing could just tumble down. So I got mixed signals again. It's a sketchy Sunday night. What I'll go back to again is that 15-minute and the 15-minute 200 moving average. If you lose the 15-minute 200, it's a Bart Simpson. And we'll reconvene tomorrow, see if we bounce, look for, the bottom and see if we get the bullish dip. Maybe we're making a double bottom here. And that's kind of what we'll be looking for. Okay, so right now for Bitcoin, I'm looking for the 50-minute to go sideways through the night. If it does, there's a chance around 5 to 7 a.m. we start to get a pump tomorrow morning. All right. So there's our Bitcoin analysis from the monthly all the way down to the 15. I could take it to the 1 minute, but there's no need tonight. Watch your sideways price action. Make sure the 15-minute stays above the 200 moving average. If you don't know how to add the 200 moving average, you're slipping. Let me teach you. Okay, I can teach you a couple ways that make it simple. Hit here, hit the indicators, go to CBC, 5MA. God rest your soul. God bless you, Chris. Hit CBC, hit this button here, and this will add the 5 moving averages. Okay, right here. The 21, the 50, the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. The 200 will be yellow. It'll all be color coordinated for you. You won't have to stress. Slap this indicator on, CBC 5MA DMRS. Slap it on the 15-minute. Draw this flag. If you lose that 200 moving average, you're likely dropping somewhere back down to 110. If you stay inside this flag and you end up over here and the moving averages get tight, there's a good chance you should be entering along. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but you can figure this out for yourself after going over what I teach you for years and years and years. Tight moving averages give a higher probability of a move. And if you have a trend in that move with the tight moving averages, it adds the confluence that the trend could continue to the upside. And so you're just trading probability on trend based on how the tight the moving averages are. And the stochastics RSI give you that go-ahead on momentum. And these are all follow-through indicators too as well, with the RSI giving me that divergence and a few other tells with the VRVP. All right. Which for whatever reason has disappeared. I think I deleted it accidentally. I'll bring it back. It's this thing on the right there, the blue and yellow. That's going to give me my buys and sells. It's going to show me where the most buys and sells have occurred. You get above this area, it says you could boom up to 112, 113. We top this all off with Bookmap, which shows us where the liquidity lies. It says, hey, there's a lot of people going long with liquidations down at 109.5. So there's a chance we collapse and go to. So what Bookmap's saying is that we're going to collapse. We're going to collapse out of this M. And we're going to eventually jump somewhere down to 109.5, which is actually all the way down here somewhere, right? Right here. And we're going to take out the liquidity below this low. It may not happen. There's people hiding out there, but it tells us that's where we are. A lot of times we do go to where that liquidity lies. We don't do it 100%. There's a few times I've seen it, we don't go there. But right now, big red, as I call it, which is the biggest red on the board, is below you, right at 109.6, and it's telling us that we're going to see a liquidation down there. And you know what actually could happen too, beautifully, is you'll get a shoulder. This will be a head. This will make some type of right shoulder, and you will dump down to 109.5, right? Maybe even lower, right? The first stop would be $110,060. Let's see. I got a long I've had open for a while. I'm letting it cook. We'll see where it goes. If we lose this 200, I'll be taking profits, and then I'll be looking to get back in. I'll lose most of them, but I'll take some, And that's kind of the story. At least I know exactly what I'm going to do and the risk that I'm taking and how I'm going to implement that risk and why, right? And there you go. If you don't know that, if you don't know what you're doing, you should not be trading leverage or anything. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Get yourself one. I'm just kind of a guy that loves showing my life in the charts. This is what I do for a living every single day. I play with the charts. I play with money. I play around. There you go. I've been doing this I started playing with money 20 years ago, and now I made it my life, right? I did it so much that I stopped working because I liked to play with money so much. You see what I'm saying? It became what I did. Whatever you do so much will become everything for you. It'll become the number one, what you do the most. So I happen to do this the most now. This is all this is what I do. I'm the crypto lifer. I'm Sam Price. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. God bless you. And shout out to everyone that supports the channel And again, it's a testament to anything in life. If you go after it enough, if you want it bad enough, if it's what you desire more than anything, and you're willing to cut everything out except for that one passionate thing and go after it, you're going to get it. And there's nobody that didn't go all the way that didn't get it, man. I'm telling you right now. So just add yourself to the wall of people that went all the way. Go all the way. Cut it all out. You know, and the thing is, you can't go all the way and still have, you know, your 4 nights a week drinking or going to the bar with your buddy. Like, things will have to leave. That old routine, that mediocre way of life has to leave if you want to go all the way. People that made it to the top, they had to sacrifice a lot. They had to get out of that normality and find a new way. Eventually, you'll be able to, find new friends. You'll be isolated, then you'll be free. Have no fear, though. Go for that new life. Go for that new place. There's a new place waiting for you. There's a whole new group of people waiting to love you, that want to see you at a higher level. And I'm telling you right now, they're the crypto lifers too. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you. And that's what we made too with the trading group. The trading group's not just a trading group. I think it's a high frequency directive, a place where people get together and really, really grow and push themselves to the limit. Jump on in, subscribe, $99, $270, or $999 for the annual. It'll blow your mind. Jump in for a month. See what happens. See the type of people there. I think it'll just be amazing for you. So we're going to watch Bitcoin on that sideways price action. And that's kind of it. You know what I mean? This is, where we stand ever since we left you this morning. So let's retrace. We went over it on Saturday morning, called the pump. Or, we went over it Saturday night, said, I feel we got to get that pump, which I usually don't do, but I had a really strong, we got the pump. Then we came back today. I said, there's a nice flag here. It looks like it could break out. It went sideways. We continued sideways, and now here we are. Just kind of, we never got the pump. It was a Sunday. Makes sense. You don't get follow through volume on Sundays. Very rare that you get the actual move out the flag. So, and that's, Sunday is common for doing the obvious, which is not pumping, right? Sometimes after the close at 8 p.m., you get some big action. Today, a little bit. It wasn't too strong. Let's take a look at alts of the day. And again, alts weren't too crazy this weekend. Solana holding strong. We getting a little bit of love in WLFI. It bounced back from 16. Some people were looking at that. I'm actually above my buy now or right at break even when I got in. So, hey, maybe I'll still DCA. And that's why the DCAers, the people that kind of I bought the bottom and DCA'd. I waited patiently. People that threw big money in at the top, they're hurting. You know what I mean? You can't chase like that. You just can't. Anyway, you do whatever you're going to do. I like Render. I'm hot on it. Pancake and Hyperliquid. That's the trade of the month. It's the slow and steady trade that's, to me, is obviously going to win, right? You do whatever makes you happy, but to me, Hyperliquid is the slowest steady trade that's obviously going to win. It's not the sexiest. It's not the greatest. But it's the one that to me is the obvious, So, and because it's not the sweetest and the sexiest, a lot of people will overlook it and they won't trade it. You see what I'm saying? But I think it's just going to be the one for great gains. Hey, I could be wrong. I'm not always right. So we'll see what happens here. Is that the 1 minute? I'm on the 1 minute for Solana. Bouncing off the 200 moving average, looking pretty interesting. So let's give you, again, I got a call on Solana, but I'll redraw it for you and show you what I see happening. Maybe I shouldn't because it's been open for so long. Hold on. Yeah, we'll go back to Sol USDT. So I got back pain that started a few weeks ago that goes up my shoulder into my neck. I got hit with a ball in the knee, man. I'm hurting, man. But you know what? And I'm still at my stand-up desk doing what I got to do, baby. So could we get this move to the upside here to 296.22? Stop loss below 179. I'm still long. I think this is going to happen. I love it. And I got a big old stack of Solana too. 100 grand at $100. So let's go, baby. I'm up 100,000. And this one looks more solidified than all the other times. These higher lows moving. I see a rippage up to 293, 299, $300 for Solana. Out this flag to the upside, we get that next big leg for Bitcoin, and we rip. I like what I'm seeing for Sol. I do. Happy birthday, Drew. God bless you. Jennifer Moffitt, happy B-Day to Drew. 40, nice age. Yeah, 40 is a beautiful age. Thank you, Jennifer. So nice of you to say happy birthday to Drew. Shout out to Busta Crypto, Lakochi Coker, Daniel Modovan. Reliable J in the house. And everybody out here. Swish 651. Shout out to the 1,000 beautiful souls here. 303 likes. Let's jump into the fan funding and see what's happening here tonight. I'm looking to buy at 205. Wow, that's a big price. And take profit at 217. Hey, it's possible. Definitely a possibility. A possibility. So either, yeah. I think I got the wrong chat, the chat from yesterday, right? Yeah, it happens. The camera shut off, baby. Oh no. Out of nowhere, too. Come on, baby. Show me the bacon on the beach, baby. We're back, baby. We're back, baby. We're back, baby. Sammy's back. Stay in the game. I gotta do or die. Shout out to everybody here. I was actually in for tomorrow. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah. Okay. If you love Sammy's live streams, you'll love being in the 99. Like-minded boys and girls helping each other out. Get the education you deserve. Go to cryptolifer.com. Rave Song Records, you're far too kind. God bless you. And you would think he would work for me, but he just volunteered to have a blue wrench. He likes to make sure that the stream is clean, and he loves the trading group, so he promotes and supports me. And I have so many people like that in my life that have had such a good education. They are older, they understand. They've taken my course, they've watched what I've put in. They understand how hard people have to work in life to get somewhere. They respect me, and they want to be part of something that they know is amazing. And so we have a lot of older people in the group that really, and again, that says a lot to me because they have the life experience and the wisdom. They would look at this group and be like, nah, not for me, not the place. And the fact that they stay tells me that we're doing something right. And that you can meet people that can teach you and mentor you as well as me in the group. It's like a whole stage of mentorship in that group. So many people can grow and help each other in that group. And that's the key. That's what I was in. I was in a very similar group. The mentor has now since passed, and he's passed the baton to me. And now I have a group that kind of takes on that same tradition, takes on that same core values that I learned from him. When I joined that group, I never left the trading group I joined. It just dismantled because he passed away. Isn't that crazy? I never left it. I joined it, paid my money a month, eventually became one of the main people that helped run it. They said, you don't have to pay anymore. You know what I mean? I became like an elite trader in the group. I helped run the group for years, and then the group disappeared. I never left the trading group I joined. Isn't that? Like, I joined a trading group, paid the $99 a month, and now I'm the lifer. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy. I know it doesn't happen to every single person that joins a trading group, but to think if you join a trading group, that's the beginning of my story. That's how it all started. I was also trading before that, but I mean, that's how I got into crypto. That's how I got explained really what was going on. That's how I understood how to really trade. Day trade, like swing trade, like really get into it. I did it myself for years. I went back and forth, but being with a group, being pushed by hundreds of people every day, bang, 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 right? If that doesn't excite you and get you going, I mean, and so you can create your own destiny. There's no reason you can't stop. No reason. So when people leave my trading group, I feel bad because I tell them, and I have to be honest with them, I said, I never left the group I joined. I never said no, like I never quit. Like I never stopped, I paid that $99 a month for 3 years or something, and then one day he just said, you don't got to pay anymore. You've done so much work for the group. Thank you for everything you've done. And I kept helping the group, posted what I saw. Like I was one of those elite traders, posting what I saw in the market. Like-minded people, hard to find. God bless you, Crypto Billy. Amen. Live stream lifer on pump. Yeah, let's take a look at what's happening for BTC here. Little bit of a pump here right now, at least. Better than nothing. I don't see much craziness. I just see kind of like this, but it would be great. I'll take it if we pump. We're above the 200 moving average. We're above that. You know, I'll take it. I'm sitting here in this trade on weeks. Show me the trade, baby. Show me the trade. Have my computer on all day long. Never reset it, so some things are a little cranky. Shout out to Shot on the House. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you awesome and amazing people for holding me down every day. And we went through another weekend. I don't know how we do it. 4 streams a weekend, which is crazy. Wow, we're up 292. I mean, we're up 37%. Trade's just been cooking all weekend, just sitting there. Since I got in on that original pump, crossing the 200 moving average. See, I'm using the 200. I put my stop right there. They never got me. I got in after this wick. So just, you know. But like I just said, you know, they're going to keep that 200 moving average. And they got close so many times. And I never got emotional about it because so many times I've been this close now. It's almost like being like, you know, in the movie Alien or something and like Predator or whatever. And the alien is like this close to your face. And you just know that it can't touch you. And you're just like, now I used to be scared. And for some reason now you just sit there in the face of danger. Like, because I know the 200 moving average is so powerful, I can get in. And what's cool is I can go 100 for $1,000 in these trades. 10 to 1, 100 for 700, right? 300 for 2,700, 300 for 2,100. Because if I get hit off, I lose a tiny bit. But if not, the payday is so nice. And I like, this is why I use the 200. I learned, and then I studied it, and I said it's such a great risk area to trade. It also teaches you in time, if you trade near the 200 for the rest of your life, right? I'd say 70% of the time, you're going to be buying the discount. When you go into it, if you short it, you're going to be shorting the premium. And if you buy into it when you bounce on the bottom, you're going to be buying the discount. You see what I'm saying? The 200 moving average is going to set you straight. You're not even going to have to know all the other stuff. If you want to, you can know it, but you won't need to, right? And so we're watching this flag here on the 1 hour, the 15 minute. You want to see that just continue sideways throughout the night here. Show up tomorrow with 5 more candles sideways, 6 more candles, 8 more candles, and we're ready to rock. So this gets me excited. This tells me that there's definitely a possibility of a gainer here. We just got to be patient. Now, it could also be an M and we could dump. I could see it both ways, and Bookmap's kind of telling us, I'm going to put the kibosh to your pump here. So we'll see. Only time will tell, right? Yo, you win, bro. I am master, dude. You taught me that, bro. God bless Shemzu. God bless you, man. Solana is going to shock the world. Hey, man, I like to hear that. Possible head and shoulders on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah. Yeah, MPLX had a nice little pump this weekend. I like that you said that. Let's take a look at it. I still hold my MPLX. Do you too? I got in way back in the day, right? Let's see. Just on CoinX, that's when I was used to looking at it. Well, I had that beautiful flag. Remember when most things were dumping, it went sideways, sideways, sideways. That actually looked really strong. Wow, dumped back to 10 cents. Now had to pump up to 27. Interesting. I got in somewhere here, so it's good. I mean, I'm right near break even. Interesting enough. I put in like $10,000 into this coin. There was talks of like Michael Jordan. Don't quote me on this, please. I heard it. It's probably hearsay, but I thought Michael Jordan and some other people were in on this thing. It's supposed to be like the NFT movement for Solana. Anyway, it made this beautiful flag, right? Look at that. And an NFT DEX for Solana, right? Above the 200 moving average with the tight, and then the pump on the daily, right? Getting a nice move. We just want to see it stay above 22 now and make some type of flag, right? That's all. Or maybe even continue pump and then flag, right? Either flag up here or flag right here. Either one is cool. 21 comes on into play. Just don't lose 22 cents. And let's get this rally started. I hope this is a bottom from, it never got really sold off like the other coins. Other coins were here, ripped up, came all the way down. Now they're down here. This coin ripped up, had a bottom, came up again, tested that bottom, back above it now. You see, it's a little stronger than most. It's not amazing. I'm not telling you that, but it's above the daily 200 moving average. That's when things start to cook. The last time I did that, it went on a massive run. So thank you for reminding me that I even own this coin, MPLX. And yeah, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, thank you so much for that. I just want to see it too. I'm like, I know I got it. You buy things, you forget you even bought them. It's been a long time. Where's my MPLX? I think it would just be on the soul wallet, right? Like, that's where I ended up. That's where I bought that stuff. Can you search a coin too? It's like, man, DJI 6930 took a dump. Everything back to the dumps. I'll look at it on my own time. I can't see it right now, but I definitely bought it. I'm pretty sure I bought it on my MetaMask wallet when I did back in the day. I bought a chunk of that coin too. MPLX. Anyway, is there, I wonder, is a place you could search your Solana wallet and see everything on your wallet for Solana? Kind of like you could do DBank or something like that. Maybe DBank does all of them. Interesting. But shout out to Soul. Kick your butt, man. Rip into the upside. Love seeing that. It's a nice thing to see. But yeah, my MPLX. Where the heck is that? Maybe I just keep it on the regular wallet. Let me double check. Maybe I did just buy it here. I'll figure it out. But I'd like to. I mean, I bought it. I know I bought it. I held like a boatload of that coin too. Anyway, I'll find you, MPLX. I'll find you. Yeah, they don't have it there. Yeah, I remember not being able to get it there on Maxi, so I had to go somewhere else. Anyway, 110,950 Bitcoin losing 111,000. And, you know, I'm just showing you bookmaps suggest that we are going lower. So I just see like them playing with the price action up and down tonight. I don't know. Honestly, I don't see a big surge coming. If anything, I could see them grabbing liquidity to the downside. Honestly, if I had to guess, like they're going to come down somewhere down here, I would love to wake up sideways, you know, and be able to take a long. A long right now would be highly aggressive, and I'd be careful. All right. And also the same thing with the altcoins. Like they look good, but like either you're making a big, like for me, either it's a big play on Solana, you're DCAing into that bigger position that I'm looking at. Either I'm doing something like that, I'm trading a hot coin with a bigger position, or I'm leaving the altcoins alone right now, or I'm DCAing into an altcoin that I like the lower price right now. I'm just taking advantage of the fear. Those are the only things I would be doing. Anything else I think is high risk. I wouldn't be lev trading alts. I wouldn't be getting too crazy. I wouldn't be chasing, you know. I'd be looking for DeFi to kind of start to move. I'd be watching Pendle, watching Aave, okay? I'd be looking for things that have TVL. I'd be looking at Sonic. I'd be looking in a Matic, actually had a little move recently, but I'd be looking at things that I know had good DeFi and had really good working DeFi. BNB, Cake. And once they start to move up, Cake specifically too, then you're going to know that people are taking more advantage of DeFi, right? And once they take more advantage of DeFi, boom. What's going to happen? Altcoins are going to start taking a rip, and you're going to see that. But it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. So, and look at this right now. I mean, look, they kind of made that right shoulder right there on us. Yeah, you kind of have a head and shoulder right there that could start. You lose the 200 moving average. You have to understand we're probably going to 110 and then to 1095 like suggested. So I wouldn't trade tonight. I don't like to trade Sunday night. It's not my cup of tea. I love to observe it, get ready for the week ahead. And it doesn't mean I don't participate. Like participating in the market doesn't mean you trade every single night. I might make 5 trades a week, but there's no way I made those 5 trades if I wasn't inactive 7 days a week. You see, if I was only active 3 days or 5 days a week, I might only have made 2. You know, because I'm active 7 days a week, I was able to make those 4 or 5 trades. Your activity in the market creates the opportunities you find. So it doesn't mean every day you trade is every day you're in the market, but it means every day you're in the market, you're adding some knowledge that could put you towards that next trade. You know, and once you become a trader, you understand that. You understand that you don't always know your next trade, but it'll come to you if you stay on the market. If you leave the market, you won't ever find that next trade. It won't come to you because you have to come back and find the market again. Every time you leave the market, you're going to have to come back again and get back in the groove. I just decided to never leave because then you'll get in the groove of always staying and you'll be able to nail it. And then you'll realize you'll have more success than ever that way. It'll definitely change your life, all right? CPI. So let's take a look at what's happening this week because we have a lot coming. Monday, nothing coming our way in the U.S. markets. No red folders, boom. Tuesday, nothing crazy coming. NFIB small business index. I'd like to see that since I'm a small business at 8 p.m., right? Wednesday is the day there because at 10:30, and well, I feel like I must have left my VPN on. I did. That's crazy. I'm still grinding though. That's great. But Wednesday at 8:30, okay, what we're going to see is at 8:30 in the morning, not 10:30 p.m. This is on Australian time. But Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning, you're going to see core PPI. All right. Thursday at 8:30, you're going to see core CPI and then unemployment claims. So Wednesday and Thursday at 8:30 in the morning, Eastern Daylight Savings Time, get ready. There's definitely going to be some movement in the market. Get ready. Get ready. And then federal budget balance, which is interesting as well, coming in. But for the most part, you're going to be looking at Thursday and Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And 110,900 Bitcoin starting to get a little bit of a collapse here. So it had a little pump, and then throughout the stream, the last hour just slowly melted away here to the downside. I'm just looking for chop, sideways price action, but it is starting to look like a Bart Simpson kind of double top M here that could have us somewhere back down to this lower liquidity level, 110.2, and really test 109.9. Bookmap suggesting we go lower with the big red here down at 109,006. And so far, it's kind of coming into confluence here that we're going to get a little bit of a dump to the downside. So yesterday I felt the bump. Today I'm not saying that. Today it looks like either we're going to get it saved by some sideways price action or we're going to get a move down. It'd be amazing if we stay, and then that will, if you stay and then like 2 hours from now you're still here, huge chance you're getting a big pump to the upside and everything's going to lift off. All right? But just be very careful. Do not go too hard. All right? And get ready for the week ahead. We got these 2 big days coming for us, Thursday and Wednesday. All right, people are going to get liquidated at 8:30 in the morning. It's going to happen on either both sides, one side, crazy price. We're going to see wicking. We're going to see crazy. We saw it last week to an insane amount. We'll see it this week again. And remember, as we get closer and closer to the Fed rate, that becomes more and more apparent what's happening here in the CME group. Now, let's take a look at that right now too as well and just kind of show you what's going on. But an 8% chance, 37, 92% chance now that they're going to cut that rate. I believe they're going to go for the 33,700. They're going to do the double cut. But nobody knows for sure. Look at Bitcoin falling, 110,850 collapsing out that head and shoulder to the downside. That's a head and shoulder pattern. They break down 68% of the time. You can clearly see the shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. That tells you you're going to at least test the 200 moving average here on the 15. If you lose that, you're going down here fast. It's going to be a dip. You can kind of see this M here. You can see the resistance that was hit. You say, oh, but it's a flag, Sam. But you got to understand that it's both things until it's not. Right now, it's kind of resistance M. We got to get for it to be a flag, we got to fill out the last portion of this flag. Then I'd say, okay, let's take the flag. Until then, no way. All right. Look out for jumpage here for Bitcoin. Not looking amazing on a Sunday night. And Sunday night's a very volatile night. A lot of dumps happen on Sunday night after 8 p.m. A lot of ups and downs. Worst night to trade, in my humble opinion. Look, they went up and liquidated shorts. Now they're liquidating longs. They went either way already. Look, and it's volatile right now. Look at this. It's been crazy. The price action just got nuts with liquidations down to 110,750. It's getting bloody out here. We're looking for Omni off that bounce off the daily. Did it get it? It kind of did, right? Not amazing, though. It launched a little bit, but now it's settling off. Everything's still, it needs Bitcoin to settle. Every altcoin, all the coins, they need Bitcoin to settle to be able to get that bigger move. That's just what kind of has to happen here for BTC. Anyway, I'm going to jump on out of here. It's 9 p.m. I could go over altcoins all night long, but let me see if there's any super chats actually coming at me here tonight and see what you people are saying. Wow, more than I thought here. So let's take a look. Thank you for being here every day. Underground Crypto, God bless you. Thank you. And it's just, wait, hold on. Let me make sure, because I usually have like 2 chats open. And I'm never sure which chat it is. Every stream you say, key to success is just getting started. I'm doing really well trading, but I finally made the move, putting myself out there. God bless you, man. Have a look, man. Cool, man. MPLX, Underground Crypto, Brandon Allen. God bless you, man. MPLX, please. Thank you, Underground Crypto. I believe that. That's awesome, brother. You know, MPLX, man, I believe that thing could be a sleeper. And something big could happen there. Something huge, right? Something absolutely huge. So, blessings on blessings to everybody out there. Bang, bang, bang. Okay. Yeah, of course it'll fall. It's all in the plan. Hey, you never know. Anyway, I love you all. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for kicking it with the lifer. I thank you for being awesome and amazing and being here. And I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow for an amazing live stream. Stay blessed. Keep pushing every single day. I'll see you in the morning. God bless you all. Thank you. Today was an amazing day. God blessed us with another beautiful one. I'll see you tomorrow.